That's
really
probably the
upset.
worst thing you call me. Like, I'd rather you call me
I know
literally
exactly
anything
what to
else.
call you. DLC Democrat is what you really are.
DLC Democrat's
God.
cool.
Yeah, it's fire.
Man, that's
I like
rough.
that one.
Neo-libs.
Neolibs.
JC. Chat, I want to tell everyone that JC tried to threaten me into changing my background.
I did not.
Charlie
Tried to bully him.
We carry the flame.
Hi, should begin the show every week now from now on. Hi, I am Charlie Kirk, and then we go in a circle and we defend free speech by acknowledging that we are Spartacus.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I love that. We're
I like that.
Welcome in, Grandma Gooners.
we're on to a
We've been
new
fetishizing
episode.
grandmas all
Crazy.
week. That's what this show's about.
That's crazy.
This is the only Twitch fetish show about grandma love. And it doesn't mean you're really having love with grandmas, but sometimes you're fantasizing. Maybe you're drawing. What did you draw this week, Time? Who did you make love to in your mind's eye? That's a grandma.
Bette Midler.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I
knew
bet
you'd
she
like that one.
fucking knocked you
I
out.
knew
Yeah.
you like one. Yeah.
Good choice.
Boy, I thought
yeah,
she threw
she
you a
dominated
fucking-
you for
You would
sure.
never forget.
Oh yeah, she threw me over the place.
She's
Yeah.
strong. The strong lady.
Welcome
God
to
bless.
Three Grandmas Brave the Cinema. We've got another movie from the last 12 months. This is my choice. My choice this week.
My choice.
I get to make the choices now.
Oh my God.
Look at me.
Look at me.
Look at me.
I'm the choice now.
I'm,
God damn it.
I'm the captain now. So this week, I picked a movie that I've been wanting to watch ever since I saw the trailer for the first time. So I remember when I watched the trailer, I didn't know this filmmaker was coming out with anything, and I watched the trailer just like on a whim, and I was like 15 seconds into the trailer, I was like, "Is this a new Boots Riley movie?" And then at the end, it flashes a film by Boots Riley, and I was like, "Okay, this guy absolutely has a style." And yeah, I picked his new movie, I Love Boosters, which is a odyssey about shoplifters, or really they're bootleggers. I had actually never heard this term before, boosters, but is this a common thing in the US? Like, is this a word that people, like if you say,
In the hood.
she's a booster, you'd know what that means, or not? I'm asking you guys, Americans.
Yeah.
I've only
Sure.
heard it in
It's a Bay Area thing.
like a verb, like boosting. I've never heard of like to be a booster.
Boosters.
I've never heard that.
Right,
Yeah.
right, okay.
It would make sense if it was a Bay Area thing, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome in, Flame Princess.
welcome in.
I only do the
Thank
right
you.
thing, so I
Welcome.
would never be around people who were boosting. As
Oh, you
call
only do
it,
the right
JC.
thing? Right, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, like,
I am a valiant prince and a
Mhm.
hero, and
Mhm.
I am looking to do the right thing all the time, and I'm a good boy. Next question.
So
No,
this
Yeah, I mean,
this here is Boots Riley behind me. This is him on set. He wears that hat everywhere. He wears that
that's the
enormous
cat in the
hat,
hat, JC.
fucking everywhere.
That's Dr. Seuss, the cat in the hat.
like it kind of is.
Did he lose
This
a
movie
bet?
this movie reminded me a little bit of the Cat in the Hat movie. But so Boots Riley, he is a rapper. He was originally a rapper. He was in the band. Let me look it up. Let me get it right. The Coup. So he was in a band called The Coup.
Mm-hmm.
A hip hop band called The Coup. And
So Rage
this
Against
movie,
the Machine opener.
really?
Right, you
Is
go
that
see
true?
Rage Against the Machine and the Coup open. Yeah, of course. That's
Is that right?
That's
Okay,
the
I didn't-
milieu. Absolutely.
That's cool.
Yeah, because like, didn't he make an album with Public Enemy as well? Didn't they do a mashup? Boots Riley made a
I'm
Public
sure they
Enemy
did.
mashup, and he works with Rage all the time. Yeah.
So this movie is based on a song they wrote called I Love Boosters. So he came out with this. This is his second film. It's his third project after I'm a Virgo, which I absolutely adored. And yeah, this is I Love Boosters. Absolutely insane movie. And I don't know if this was too much for you guys, or if it was not enough, or where you guys are coming from.
Well, I'll tell you who loved it.
What's that?
Tell you one thing,
Nope,
Cockosaurus
goddammit,
Rex really
goddammit.
resonated with the dragon that eats women's souls through their pussy. He was
Yeah.
clapping. He
The
like
demon.
finally a superhero for me. I'm like, yeah. So we're getting him the T-shirt, we're getting him the bedspread, everything.
Yeah,
you
the
say you
demon
like this
played
movie,
by.
Tracy?
I haven't said
You
anything.
said you
yet.
like this movie? Oh, okay. I
I
thought you
haven't
said
said
something.
anything
Sorry.
yet.
Who will play him?
I'm sorry.
I said this movie was
Thurston Moore is
insane.
playing him.
So, who played the demon time?
So I haven't seen I Am a Virgo. Is that the second movie he made? Correct.
It's a TV
It's
show,
not
right?
a movie, it's a
TV
TV
show he
series.
made?
TV show?
It's a TV series. Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's
Okay,
the second
I
series.
saw his
yeah.
first movie.
Sorry to
right, which
bother
is-
you.
Sorry to bother you.
Sorry to bother you. It was a great. I feel like San Francisco was really one of the main characters in that, and I really enjoyed that movie too. I didn't have a problem with this movie. I enjoyed the fact that he's taking a lot of chances, and it's kinetic. It's crazy. Like, what did you guys think about it?
I'll say so. I think Boots Riley has a very specific idiosyncratic voice. Like if you look at a Wes Anderson movie, you know instantly that it's a Wes Anderson movie. You look at a Christopher Nolan movie, you know instantly there's a Christopher Nolan movie. And I think Boots Riley has kind of like carved his own niche in that way. I think all three of his projects, like you can just tell it's by the same voice, and I think that's kind of special. I don't know if there's a lot of new filmmakers, maybe Panos Cosmatos, Ari Aster, which I mean Prag is a huge fan of, has a very strong voice. I think Boots Riley is like, you know, he's carving out his own like lane. I feel like, and whether you like that style or not is going to be up to you, I think. But I don't think he's going to change for anyone. And I'll just say, I love every second of it. I love every second of it. I loved Sorry to Bother You. I loved I'm a Virgo, and I love this one as well. I don't think I was ever going to bounce off this. I think I was here for the ride, and like all the maybe like the issues I might have with this movie have to do with kind of its simplicity and like some of the just like the simplistic sort of theming. But no, I love this movie. I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was colorful, creative, and I love the soundtrack as well. Background. Yeah, more colorful than your background, but
picked a cherry background with rose, actually white gold, and I thought that was going to be a little understated. I guess it didn't go far enough.
I like it.
I had two-tone. I was going to do red on red, but I couldn't get enough gradient, and so I panicked.
I know at that time you liked Sorry to Bother You, so I wonder if this one.
I actually didn't.
Oh boy, here we go.
Last week you said you loved Sorry to Bother You.
You misquoted me. Oh yeah, I loved it. I didn't like it. I loved it.
Oh, okay.
I loved it, yeah.
So you loved Sorry to Bother You. Yeah. So I'm just wondering if you felt like this movie kind of followed in the same vein, or if it went too far, or like.
So here's my thing with Boots Riley. I don't know him except for his first movie. That's all I knew. I saw that on a whim. The main deciding factor for me to see it was Lake of Stainfield. Stainfield or Steinfeld?
Steinfeld. I don't know. Stanfield.
Okay. Well,
Stanfield.
Stanfield. I'm sorry, Stanfield.
Yeah.
I absolutely love everyone involved in the TV show Atlanta. I think that show is amazing. It's perfect.
Yes.
It's directed beautifully. It's written amazingly. And yeah, I like his work as an actor from the little bits I've seen here and there.
Get Out.
When I saw that he was starring, Get Out. When I saw that when he was starring in this, I was like, oh shit, okay, let me check it out. And I didn't know what to expect. Like you see the trailer, and then it gets crazy, and then it takes a turn, and then it gets crazier, and then it takes another turn, and it gets crazier, and then you're just lost at that point in the best way. Like you're not like lost where you're going, I want to go home. You're like lost, like, well, let's see how this plays out. Yeah. And if you haven't seen Sorry to Bother You, go watch it. It's amazing. And also, it's crazy. It turns into it's like a story about being true to yourself, but then halfway through, it turns into an actual real life biopic of Armie Hammer being a cannibal, which is insane.
Yeah.
I like that part.
And then it pivots at the end to something
not
completely
just a
different.
cannibal.
It's crazy.
Not just a cannibal, but he creates certain beings to be his
back in a new movie?
Yeah, he's back in the movie,
yeah. We
Thank
don't.
God.
Let's not talk about Citizen Vigilante.
So seeing this movie, I haven't seen his TV show. But during the 3 or 4 times that I was going to the theaters every week on Fridays to see the new movies, I kept seeing this trailer, and I'm like, this looks like shit.
Oh,
this looks awful. This looks like a movie not for me. I don't care. I'm like, whatever. You know, so time passes, and then I see that shit. It's made by Boots Riley, and I'm like, that name sounds familiar. I think Flame told me, she's like, he made that other movie, and I was like, oh shit, okay, interesting. So then I look it up online, and someone said it's just like his other movie. You think it's about one thing, and then it changes, and I was like, you know what? Okay, I'll give it a chance. I do want to beat myself up on this because I didn't get to see it in theaters, because I think I would have been a lot more enjoyable in theaters.
Agreed.
But having said that, I do think Sorry to Bother You is the better movie. But visually, what an impressive film.
Oh my God, right?
Oh my God. I told Flame before we watch this movie, she watched it with me too. Before I watch this movie, if it's good, if it's the same way Sorry to Bother You is, if it blows my mind the way I hope it does, he is made a fan for life, and I will watch anything he makes sight unseen.
Mm-hmm.
Anything sight unseen is now going to be in the rotation for Boots Riley. Now, this movie was incredible.
Yeah,
I have problems with it, but it is incredible. And the cast was phenomenal too. I love the cast.
Yeah. I mean, I love Kiki Palmer. I don't know if have you guys seen?
I'm not a huge fan of hers, but
really,
she was great in this.
I really liked her in Nope.
I didn't like her in Nope.
Really, I liked her in Nope. No, I thought she was great. But no, I think she's very funny, and have you guys seen like the Hot Ones, the Sean Evans like Hot Ones like chicken wing interviews that he does? Do you know what I'm talking about, or
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So like Sean Evans, him and Kiki,
between them.
There's a whole thing between them. Like he admitted that like he had a big crush on Kiki Palmer, and I never understood him until this movie. I'm watching this movie. I'm like, actually, I like her quite a lot in this. I'm like, I like all of her, like, just like the way she like frowns and the way she like all of her outfits are really I guess that's like the outfit like department and stuff. But I just love her character in this. I love the that she starts off and she's like talking to a friend about how she's lonely. And her friend is just like, go talk to our other friend. She's better at this.
Dr. Jack. No,
well,
the other
one tells her to go talk to Dr. Jack, and then Dr. Jack just offers her a pyramid scheme, which is, I think, is hilarious. I love that her friend just like buys into all the bullshit. Like
the whole pyramid scheme was so funny.
Yeah, I had no idea that this person, if you're not listening, this person plays Dr. Jack. I had no idea until the credits. It was like it was like a Tom Cruise in.
I saw his name at the beginning, and then once I saw that character, I was like, "That's Don Cheadle."
I didn't know it was Don Cheadle. I was like, "Is that
really?
Whoopi Goldberg in like male makeup?" I had no idea. I thought Whoopi Goldberg had put like man makeup on or something, and she was like a hidden role. But no, it was
Whoopi Goldberg.
Yes, I thought it was Whoopi Goldberg.
Man makeup on.
Yes,
oh my God.
that's what I thought they
man makeup. You know it is.
Man makeup.
I don't know anything about that life.
I thought that they put a big pot belly on her and put man makeup.
I just thought it was like an underground, an independent actor, just like a somebody I didn't know.
So now I've heard that time. Love this movie. I want to brag. Where did you fall in this movie? Did you bounce off it? Was it too much for you?
I enjoyed it.
Oh, good.
No, it wasn't too much. I wasn't like jumping up and down about it, but I really enjoyed it. It was very eclectic, but I thought it was very engrossing. And even though there were some crazy, like the different acts had very different almost themes essentially, and almost styles, especially the third act with all of the when people started to remove their skin and. When the mushrooms started to kick in. No, but no, it was very entertaining. Some of the things that I were not as crazy about is he still needs some work on some parts of the story, I feel like, because sometimes it feels a little shoehorned, right? And because if you want to talk about dialectic materialism, you have to kind of slip it in there, and not I say we're going to talk about dialectic materialism.
I'll
but I understand what he's trying to do, because he is making an agit propaganda movie. It's an agit pop movie, and so he's going to be overt, and it's good.
I will disagree with you on the dialectal materialism thing. I love that they personified it in a machine, like in like a device. I think that's very good at like illustrating what dialectal materialism.
It was educational.
It's very easy to understand when you have a machine.
Because he's explaining it visually in a clear way, and otherwise it's just this intellectual obtuse concept, and so he's trying to bring in these concepts into people's real lives to a certain extent.
in a very visual way, and I love the way he does that, like when he shoots the deconstruct machine at the girl and then turns her into the two parents like fucking.
That's so funny.
I thought that was hilarious. There's a lot of amazing sight gags in this. I love like every time it like cuts to a TV and there's someone complaining about like shit that really doesn't matter. Like, just
the
like
rent control one got me. That got me so bad. That was such a funny line.
She's like, the rent could, like, what did she say? I want to pay more in rent. Like, if I want to.
Why are you going to stop me from paying more if I want to?
Yeah, right.
So good, so good.
Mhm.
But it's good because of the reveal at the end, because it doesn't make any sense. Like that
Yeah.
like that line doesn't make any sense. Why would these people push for these things?
Yeah,
Also, shout out to Jason Ritter for being in this movie too. I like Jason
Yeah.
Ritter.
yeah, he's great.
And yeah, at the end, there's that reveal of who certain people really are, and then it's like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Makes sense why that line was said about the rent. Yeah,
Yeah, and then like so, and also like it was kind of just it was kind of like an exaggeration of how like Fox News frames things, and like not Fox News or other like news, and how they frame things to kind of keep the
sensational
powers.
news,
Yeah, sensationalism, and I thought it was very telling. And I also there's stuff about like Demi Moore's character as well. Like Demi Moore's in this. She plays
She's
she plays a fashion CEO.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she's fantastic, but I love the building she's in and how it's like completely.
That's a real building.
Like
that's a real building.
No, it's not. I don't.
Yeah,
no,
it's a real
it's
building.
not.
Yes, it's a real building.
Bullshit.
It's not tilted like that, but it is. It did tilt, and they had to reinforce it. Yeah.
Do you mean the outside shots are real, but the inside shots?
No, I don't think that's real. But there is a building in San Francisco that started sinking, and they had to reinforce it, and it was like a whole thing.
Yeah.
But did they have to level that? But they leveled the floors and stuff. They didn't make them.
I don't know how they did it, but
yeah.
Well, no, it was built, and then it started sinking. So they did it afterwards.
Okay,
it's like a 600-foot skyscraper. It's crazy.
But no, but the building in this movie is obviously intentional. Like she built it that way because that's the way she wants her room, and that kind of like that kind of CEO mentality, like kind of while I was watching, I was like, this is kind of like how Apple built a huge circle building as their headquarters,
Infinite
and
loop.
to get to one side of the building, you have to cross this enormous like thing in the middle. It's like completely impractical. Like that's kind of how I saw what he was going for there. Is like how like CEOs, they'll do these like impractical things that doesn't help anyone, but they think is like aesthetically pleasing. Kind of like the headquarters of Apple. Like that's kind of what I thought he was going for there. I just there's a lot of stuff in this that I just love. I love the argument they have between like whether the color is aquamarine or turquoise or and just kind of the idea that these people are trying to take down Christy Smith, but they're also at the same time they are inherently inspired by her as well. Like they hate they hate what she does, but at the same time she is a visionary in a way. But like she obviously doesn't deserve to have all of this power. Like that's kind of the point they're making. Like you can be inspired by people like I don't know, I'm not, but people can be inspired by like Elon Musk or Steve Jobs but like at the same time you can still but at the same time you can still acknowledge that they need to be taken down a peg because they got too much power. You know what I mean? Like I think this movie has a lot of like interesting kind of introspection about people, and I don't know, is it because there's so many sequences in this, like there's like so many sequences, there's so many ideas in this, like the fact that like all the stores are a different color every day, like the Metro stores are a different color every day. I love Will Poulter in this. I feel like I'm saying a lot. I want to know what you guys.
Yeah, he's great. The manager of the store, right? Will Poulter. I think he has one of the funniest performances in this. I love that they discussed how China, it's illegal to have a labor union even in China. Nobody has universal health care. There's no communism in China. It's just a capitalist country that's been reframed and remarketed to its own people because that's what's popular. And that's right. And so I appreciate it. Like he's trying to cover a lot of territory in 2 hours, and it's kind of phenomenal that he pulls it all together and ties the knots together. And I really like the story between the friends, the three main women, the boosters, and how the other girl's trying to get into the gang and she keeps popping up. I thought that there was a good mix of having higher themes mixed in with just like common stories of day-to-day life. And I think that you need to do that to ground stories like this so people find it approachable. They can see, like the good and bad parts of how people live their daily lives, and they can, click with that.
Yeah. I also think it's interesting that both of these movies, like in both Sorry to Bother You and I Love Boosters, there's a character who is trying to unionize, and the main characters just ignore her until the end of the movie.
Yeah.
In in Sorry to Bother You, it was Stephen Ewan. In this one,
Yeah.
it's
Mhm.
in this one, it's Isa Gonzalez who's trying to she's trying to
Mhm.
organize. She's trying to unionize the metro fashion industry, and the girls that have their own problems, they just like keep pushing her aside because they have their own issues that they're trying to sort out. I think that's very telling of how like the kind of mindset that a lot of people have towards unions. Like, I don't want to deal with this because I've got my own issues. They do.
But
So
then
he's
she's
done
still
that twice now.
relentless,
That
though.
idea. Yeah.
Yeah, but she keeps coming back, and she keeps coming back, and eventually they understand, and so that's also what it is too.
Well, yeah, and I've had these feelings before, like, because what's her name? The main actress, Kiki. What's her character's name? It's
Corvette.
Corvette.
Yeah.
Corvette. Or what was the fake name she gave? Like Corvette.
Corvier.
Oh, yeah.
Cavassier.
Oh, Cavassier.
I love that moment. So
Corvette
good.
Cavassier, yeah.
Yeah. But no, like her whole thing is that she feels lonely because she feels like she's not a part of anything. She feels very isolated in her and it's kind of like a systemic thing of feeling isolated. And eventually, she kind of realizes like if you contribute to if you have a community who are fighting for something good, like Isa Gonzalez's character is, you can feel community. Like that loneliness can dissipate. Like a lot of people find community in not revolution, but they find community in organizing. And that was kind of her realization at the end.
Because the community is the end game. Like you're not organizing the community to get something; you're organizing the community to get the community.
For
it's also the engine, and right, and so the means is the ends as well too.
Yeah, and she was kind of pushing back from that character the whole movie, and then her realization is the end. She doesn't need to. Like that'll be where she gets her fills that hole in her soul, sort of thing. And I like that. I think that's very nice. It's very simple, but it's a very nice message. I like it. What was I going to say? Like this movie is paced like that. It's very quick. I love the music. How the music like moves the plot along. I love whenever there's an establishing shot. They play a recorder.
Oh yeah,
so good.
Yeah,
it's a very very interesting soundtrack. And whenever they're not hustling, but whenever they're doing their when they're stealing shit, it's the same. There's the same motif, like the musical motif, and it's exciting. Right. Like every time I'm in. I'm watching them steal. I love this. Yeah, I don't know if that makes sense at all, but yeah,
because it would be so easy just to have hip hop music backgrounds, and I can tell that he tries to make an effort to use more whimsical instruments and just go kind of crazy. Like it would be great if he had a full orchestra like Danny Elfman and actually went fucking nuts if he has a huge budget eventually, which I'm sure he's going to get, and to make this crazy music.
Well, I'm a little bit worried because this movie hasn't made a huge amount of money. It had a budget of $20 million, which is very small for what he accomplishes in this. And so far, the box office has been 9.6 million, so it might just break even, but we'll see.
Good,
I think this movie might end up being a cult classic, though. Like it might make a lot on the
streaming
on the streaming end.
See, this is the thing. Like this movie needs to get bought by Netflix and then streamed, and then people will see it. I feel like because they'll know about his first movie at the very least, or one of the other streaming platforms. But right now, it's behind a $20 paywall for your average Joe, and they're probably not going to reach for it right now because they just don't know enough about it.
And it didn't have it didn't have a long theatrical run either. It had a very short theatrical run.
They should have priced it at like $10 or $5 or something. Make it accessible to people.
But what did you guys think about the mix of different like media techniques? Like they obviously had the stop motion stuff, like the very Tim Burton-esque stop motion stuff, like the muscle. Basically,
was that real stop motion or was that simulated stop motion? Was that
I think it's real stop motion,
CGI stop motion, or real? Because
I think it's real stop motion. Yeah. I don't know 100%, but I'm pretty sure it's real stop motion. It's kind of hard to fake stop motion. I mean, the Lego movie.
Well, right? CGI can nowadays.
Yeah,
probably.
But I'm pretty sure Bruce Riley
probably right.
But not just
Yeah.
that, but the chase sequences at the end with the cars and stuff, they look weird because
Right.
they're miniatures.
They're toys.
They're miniature
Yeah.
they're toy cars.
Mhm.
I love that whole sequence. It reminded me of something straight out of like I mentioned Wes Anderson earlier. It reminded me of like sequences out of what's that movie he did, Grand Budapest Hotel, like the chase sequences in that movie. But yeah, I loved it. I love that the mall is like this like it's obviously a tiny little diorama that they're pushing cars
Right.
across and breaking stuff. I thought it looked amazing. For some reason,
Mhm.
it looks very like stylistically interesting. I don't know if like because the cars they look weightless. Like you could tell they're little toys,
Right.
but they've kind of superimposed people in the mall and stuff. Yeah, yeah. I want to know what you thought of those sequences, Time. Like did
I
they
loved
blow
them.
you
I
away? Or?
yeah, they were just so fun to watch. Like they look like toys, but when those cop cars were like hitting the corners, they were, I don't know, they had weight to them. They look really good. But like
Yeah,
everything else was
yeah.
like, oh, they're miniatures, they're toys. But when they had to get like actiony, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure they did still, miniatures, whatever, but it looked really good.
Mm.
I thought the stop motion was really good. Yeah, the third act was just crazy. It just went balls to the walls, crazy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The one issue I have with this movie, and I think
Mhm.
for me, it's a huge issue. And I don't understand how it was essentially like greenlit to go. Like I thought it's a pretty glaring issue, and it's a sound mix. The sound mix is absolutely awful.
I agree. Yeah,
I don't know why.
Interesting.
I agree. The dialogue, a lot of the dialogue was drowned out by music. It was very Nolan-esque, like Tenet.
Yeah, Tenet. Yeah.
Yeah. It reminded me of that. I don't know if that was intentional because I kind of got what they were saying.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
like I kind of got the vibe, and I was just kind of like in the roller coaster. I was wondering if that was kind of what he was going for.
What's interesting? I'm glad you said that though. But before I get back to that, what's interesting is I looked online because I was like, am I having an aneurysm? Like what's going on? Like I can't hear anything. Like it's weird. And people had said online that yeah, they couldn't hear it either. But then other people were saying that they must have had a different mix because they saw it and they didn't have any problems with it, or some people saw it a second time and they didn't have any problem with it. But also, as I was having that problem of not being able to hear the dialogue as clear as I wanted to, there was a moment in that movie. What's that guy's name? Will something?
Will Poulter.
Will Poulter. He looks like a wrestler named Will Ospreay, which is hilarious to me.
Okay. Yeah.
He's a Look him up. He's a very good wrestler, but he looks just like him. He has a line where he is, the girls are confronting him about their pay, and the music's like super loud, which is a hilarious scene. And then it's like more vibes, less vibes, and there's a max vibe dial. But he turns it down and he's just going back and forth and he's talking and turns it back up. But there's a line that he says, like, if the music's loud and you can't hear the talking, it keeps the person in the moment. It keeps them enthralled. And I was like, that's a weird line to say when I can't hear a goddamn thing in this movie. So I wonder if that's I wonder if it's trying to simulate the same thing.
It's intentional. I think it is intentional.
Yeah.
I agree. But like I was watching it and I was like, I can't hear what they're saying, but I got I got the vibe. Like whenever it happened, it felt selective. Like when there wasn't like loud music and they were speaking, like I did think like that stuff was important. And then like I got what was going on. Like I felt like whenever like the music was too loud, I couldn't hear what they were saying. Like I was going like that, but also it would move and I'd go, oh, I didn't need to know. I understood what's happening.
Like there's a scene early on in the movie where they take that they rob the store or whatever, and then it's that scene in the trailer too where Kiki Palmer has like a giant like fat suit, but it's all the clothes underneath, and she's waddling like that. She's talking in that scene, but the dialogue is really nothing, so you can't really hear her. But it's more of like a visual thing. So I think that plays into it. But it's just a weird choice to be so inconsistent all over the place with the dialogue, because there were some times where she was talking and you couldn't hear her. Like it was like she was like saying something to one of her friends. There's nothing visual happening. It's just her talking to her friends, and you couldn't hear. And then she would speak louder, and then it would cut through the music, and you're like, why is it mixed like this?
Why is it mixed like that? Yeah, but then the moments that like you do need the dialogue, you can hear it clearly. Like when Isaac Gonzalez is like explaining how the machine works. Like, you can hear that completely clearly, and obviously it's important for like explaining how the machine works, because it's a teleporter, it's a conflict accelerator, and it's a deconstructor. So my big issue with the movie, like, I don't know if they just like ran out of the budget or something. But there's moments where they'd show them shooting either the accelerator or the deconstructor, and it wouldn't show you what the things are turning into. It would just show them shooting it, and then it would move to the next scene. And I'm like, but I wanted to see what those clothes like deconstructed into. I wanted to see what there's so many moments like that. It's almost like they didn't have B-roll, or they didn't have like the budget to reshoot like inserts or something. Like, there's heaps of moments like that where I was like, I want to see what that is. I feel like I love the idea of the machine. I love when they go to the bar and they shoot that guy who's just grabbed his coffee, he's going to work.
Working,
and then his boss is just on his shoulders.
On his back,
yeah. So such a good visual metaphor. But I feel like they didn't use the machine as like much as they could have, like in a creative sense.
The machine use was weird, because like once you figure out like Isaac Gonzalez explains what it is, you're like, shit, it's gonna do some crazy shit, and then it does with one of the friends that makes her her parents fucking on the floor, and then it turns it back into her. Yeah, but then like 90% of the time when they use it to I forgot what the word it was, like to escalate it or whatever, and then
accelerate. It's
accelerate,
accelerate,
and then they did that, accelerate, and then deconstructed it. They just accelerated it and then just went back to the way it was, and it was like, I feel like it's kind of a waste. Like, I feel like maybe deconstructing it first to like its base level would have been interesting to see something like that,
Yeah. I also love.
I felt like it turned a light switch on and off. I don't know.
Yeah, I did love like not just like the parents fucking. Like, I thought that was a great visual metaphor of like the deconstruct, but also when she shoots it at like clothes that like Metro clothes that the Chinese company. The Chinese workers had made. It also erased the cut on her hand that she got from making them, which I thought was very clever as well. But no, I felt like the accelerator wasn't used as much as it should have. Like, I really wanted to see, beside, the cop on the boss on the shoulder, I thought was good, but I wanted to see more. I wanted to see like just its use more. I felt like they should have had like a full even a montage sequence of just like funny ideas that would have illustrated what it meant, or what the conflict accelerator would have done to different things. Like, I want to know what would have happened if you shot it at an iPhone, or if you shot it at like you know what I mean. But like, there are some really good stuff. Like, I really like the part where like they try to get through a door that's locked, so they shoot it at it and it turns into a tree because it's made of wood. I thought that was very, very funny. And then they shoot it again and it turns into a seed. But Prag, what did you think in how they like incorporated a lot of the ideas? Did you feel like they didn't have enough ideas, or
have enough ideas? There's a lot.
There's a lot of ideas in this, but
all the ideas sent at one time. I think you're right. They ran out of the budget probably to do more special effect things. Yeah. And, a lot of people can say that's a contrivance to have something like that in the movie to just explain away everything. It's just like a loophole that in the story that allows you to have the Chinese storyline and all coordinate. But it reminds me of something you would see very commonly in like a movie festival movie, like independent cinema. Like there's a lot of movies like this.
Yeah. But I did think like the idea of the machine did lead to some really fun sequences. Like when she's running from the meat people, the muscle suit people.
Oh yeah.
And like she's jumping through it to China, and then she jumps back and all of that stuff. Like, that whole sequence is so fun.
What about the Eric Andre Future Cop?
I was gonna mention, what do you think of Eric Andre showing up in this? I think he's just
didn't give him more to do. He really didn't leave the fucking vehicle. He was only like close-ups.
I'm pretty sure he was just a friend of like Boots Riley, and he's like, we just need like a cop character. Can you just like shoot yourself in?
He's just around.
Yeah, can you just shoot
Probably.
yourself in the cupboard and then we'll put all the special effects around you? Like, I'm pretty sure that was just like do you know what I mean? Like, just doing something for a friend. Like, we need a cop
Yeah, I
character in
tend
this
to
part.
agree. It's a
Yeah,
cameo.
cameo. Yeah, I think that's what happened. But he's funny.
Mhm.
I think
Yeah,
Eric Andre like delivers all his lines really great. Yeah, and
sure.
I also think like Eric Andre. I think he agrees like with a lot of what Boots Riley stands for. If you've watched like the Eric Andre show, and like a lot of the roles that he picks are always about like class consciousness and stuff like that. I think Eric Andre is very tuned in. If you see his
Mhm.
episode of the Cabinet of Curiosities, he
Mhm.
delivers an incredible performance in that episode
That's very
that
good.
he's in.
It's really good.
Yeah, but yeah, it's all about like class consciousness and all of this stuff. I also love that the resolution of this movie, like the big climax, is accelerating everyone to the point that they're class conscious. I think that's a really good ending, a really good
I
message.
didn't
Well,
like that.
You just hate poor
the big
people.
payoff
Tyler,
in this
as
movie
always.
is
I
when the
do.
man who steals women's souls through their pussy
Oh yeah,
What was that
It's good.
about? Like,
decides
I want to know
that
what
he
that's
would
about.
never
so
do
good.
it again.
So good.
Well,
So
you wouldn't
good.
understand, JC.
So good.
Okay. Like
It's
that
just like-
sequence, it's absurd, but that sequence is very
It's life in
reminiscent
these
to me.
streets.
Oh,
Of Caucasaurus.
have you guys watched the movie Super, the James Gunn movie Super with
Yeah.
Rainn Wilson? That's what that reminded me of, because that movie
Yes.
also has that kind of
Mm.
that whole sequence of like the tentacle monster that's
Also like a
going
Terry
down.
Gilliam movie.
Yeah,
Terry
yeah.
Gilliam, right?
What was
He'll do stuff
actually
like
the
that, like
point?
Baron Munchausen.
Like, I want to know what actually the point is being
I
made
don't
about
know.
Lakeith
He's good at-
Stanfield's character.
He's a romantic warrior, and they're out here and they're lovers, and you might meet them in a cafe, and they're gonna take you home, and they're gonna eat your pussy to death. It's
I love-
something that happens, JC.
I love whenever he's on screen and it's got that weird effect where it's like
Oh, yeah,
sucking
where it's like-
you in. I remember reading someone I read one of the reviews on Letterboxd and someone was like that's just what happens when you look at Lakeith Stanfield.
And when you talk to him,
it's
yeah.
then when you talk to him, yeah. Like they didn't
100%.
like they didn't put any editing on. They just like shot his face and that's just what happens. But no,
They went through like 3 cameras. They're like, all these cameras are broken. Like, they're not
what's
broken.
No, we'll just leave it. We'll just leave it. We'll just leave it. No, but I do get the ending point. Like, she kind of like. I love that she's like she doesn't go with him because she's like, I'm not gonna get with someone that's not gonna go down on me.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was good. But his role in the movie is just so out of left field. It's bizarre for a bizarre movie. I'm not really sure. Like, I'd have to think about it a little harder. I'm not really
He's a
sure what the
distraction
idea
for
of
her
him.
because she wants to do the movement. She wants to do what she's trying to do, but she's distracted by this lover
A demon.
that she's encountered because she knows what's going to happen as soon as she sees the way he rizzes, and then she'll be swept away, and
I
so
think
they have to
it's-
make an agreement. They have to make a consensus at the end. Please go time. I'm sorry.
I think it's like no, sorry. I think it's like you have these movies where they're very character driven and like the main character is trying to accomplish something, and look inside themselves and all stuff like that, whatever. But then along the way, there is a distraction. There is another person that they get sidetracked by, and that they put their journey or the story on the back burner because they're distracted by this one person, and then at the end of the film they realize, oh no, I need to focus on this, and you're holding me back.
Side quest.
Yeah, I think his character was like that, and I think it was intentionally made to have that effect, and to her to constantly like just no, like whatever.
It's like a DLC level
It
side
was almost
quest,
like a meta thing
like
where
Frozen
it's
Wilds.
like look, these are things in that type of movie, but she's not going to fall for it because she's just going to keep going.
Yeah.
Otherwise, yeah. What the fuck was the point of that?
But
Except for that
Horizon
awesome
Zero
scene.
Dawn.
That's
It's
awesome
great.
scene.
If you play Horizon Zero Dawn, there's a DLC called the Frozen Wilds, and you can play this before the end game. But you know that it's going to take you on a whole different journey if you go into that part of the map, and that's what she's struggling with because she wants to seize the cool frozen dinosaur robots.
Yeah, I've been playing Alan
She
Wake
wants to see
2, and there's these TVs that you run into, and they're Night Springs episodes, and they're like the DLC, and it says like they're optional, but if you go into them, it's like a whole like hour long like side diversion, and I'm like, I don't want to play that yet. I want to play the main quest and play the game, and
Exactly.
then I'll
I
do
did that
that
with,
afterwards.
with the Super Mario Wonder, I was going through the I got to the next world, and then I was like, oh, what's this little pipe right here? And then I go to it, and it's like the DLC that they put for Switch 2, and I'm like, oh, how do I? I don't want to do this. How do I get out of this?
And you can't get out of it unless you
No, you couldn't.
things.
Yeah, and I was like, just everyone's here. Just keep playing. I'm like, sir, I have 15 minutes on my break. Can I get out of this?
Yeah, that's how I felt. I was like, I just want to get. I was doing something. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I was in the middle of something. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of I agree with that, but also I'm just trying to work out, because he's a demon and he sucks the souls out of people through their pussies,
genitals,
right? That's through their genitals.
Yeah. Well,
am I allowed to say that on Twitch?
Yeah.
Am I men and women? Yeah,
absolutely.
Men, women, yeah.
And he's enraptured by Kiki Palmer.
Watch this, JC. Pussy, pussy, pussy.
I just want to know. I want to know what the soul sucking.
Wow.
I mean,
oh no, they've cut.
Yeah, I don't know,
because it's so good that it turns her to stone.
Yeah,
because it's magic.
Looks like sand.
When you get that good at cunnilingus, JC, like I am, and you become great at fellatio,
he
and
seems
add that to
so
a giant
sad
cock,
too.
That's what happens. You turn them to stone, they can't. They can't move.
He's
so
willing
sad.
to give all that up too at the end, you know.
For her, yeah, and she's like, "Nah, I need, if I'm gonna date someone, I need someone who can go down."
I also think it was anime. It's also anime coded. It also like because he pulls back and he's got the teeth, right?
Get the teeth,
so it's just his way of putting in a nod to anime and hentai and all the. But he can't have hentai, so he has to have that. You know. And then she says at one point, I'm not going to have a relationship if he's not going to eat my pussy, which I love too.
Which is good line.
Because she's like if you're a demon and so we can't, because I'm not giving that up either.
As handsome as Lakeith Stanfield is, like, I don't know.
It doesn't matter what you look like when the drapes are drawn and the lights are out.
Yeah.
But my question is, if it worked, if you fell in love with him, does that mean? I mean, he's a human, so he could go down on you. Right? He's just a human at that point.
Yeah, that's what I thought, because he said like if I fall deeply in love with someone. Sense to me. Yeah, I was like, I guess like she.
Or
does
the act of truly falling in love with him involve that? So it's always like just a kind of give and take.
Yeah,
thing,
yeah.
Probably gets in here, and you have to go.
Don't do that. Don't do that. God damn it.
I guess like she's the kind of person who couldn't fall in love with someone unless they go down on her.
Then you would understand.
I'm guessing
you gotta vibrate the lips like a clarinet.
Oh my god!
You gotta play that pussy like a clarinet, JC.
What are we doing?
And you put it right over the reed.
Vile. He's so vile.
This is, but the movie.
And then you
vile,
play, and then you play the boop 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 boop, and then I'm working the fingers because if you have hands free, there's no reason for you to support yourself. Get them moving, support yourself with your legs.
I love the way they shot the sequence of when she was like levitating on the bed. It was like it was very it was Breaking Bad.
That's what happens
like,
too. Yeah,
when
Nightmare on Elm Street.
When Jesse goes has his heroin trip, like when he levitates off the bed, it was exactly like that. But no, it was really good. I loved everything about this. Obviously, I have like my few complaints, but I'm ready for final thoughts if you guys are.
Well, I just want to get into it real quick. I said I didn't like the end of the movie when they all unionized. Not because I'm anti-poor people, because I am. I just felt it was like super ham-fisted because like they're shooting all the things, and then they shoot the ray
through
to
the Chinese
fashion show, and also so it's like it's transferring the Chinese or whatever to the fashion show. So in my head, I'm like, are they all going to be Chinese when they look at them finally? Which I would have thought would have been super like on brand for the movie, and I think that would have made like so much sense, but not sense. But it would have been awesome.
Yeah.
I'd have loved it. But then they're like, everyone is aware and wants workers' rights, this and that, whatever, which is great. But it's like, I thought that was kind of like lazy writing at the end because they kind of hit that point already before that where, they had that scene where they break down, hey, we want to accomplish this and this and this. And then the Asian girl that they just brought in, she's like, and workers' rights, right? From my people. And they're like, that doesn't really work for us. Let us do our thing. And then whatever. So it was like, they, whatever. And then towards the end, they realized when they came up with the plan at the end, no, we're all on the same side. I think Keith Palmer said we're all like on the, well, she said some line, we're all like on
under the boots
on the escalation side or whatever.
Yeah. I know what you're saying. Yeah.
So it's like, so it's like we're, she's like, they're all on the same side, whatever. But then
the struggle is international,
they just did it again. And I'm like, you already You already said that though. Like
I
now,
think
now you're doing like 3 times. Like why are you showing it? I saw it.
I think my issue is like I wanted to
Mhm.
because like basically the way that they show it is that everyone's
Mhm.
together and they've all got signs and stuff. But
Yeah.
but like you know, Boots Riley is obviously a Marxist, and what he's trying to say is like the conflicts of the current society will necessarily lead to like a revolution. Like that's where his thought process is going, and I feel like he should have. I feel like I feel like he should have done a better job of conveying a revolution. Like I feel like people holding signs like that isn't enough to convey a revolution.
Definitely not enough.
You didn't have the budget for the revolution, JC. Maybe on the next one.
Yeah, I feel like what you got to do is like it's got to be like you shoot the ray and then it's like a full revolution, like it's huge, like rather than just people standing. Yeah, and like you know, to be honest, it would have been cool if we saw guillotine, like if they because what's her name got shot as well, like with the ray, like Demi Moore got shot.
Yeah, nothing happened to her.
Yeah, I wish that she was in a guillotine, like literally French Revolution.
I would have loved that.
Like,
I would have loved that.
That would have been sick. You know what I mean? And it was like a huge.
There was a line at the end too.
Yeah,
that I thought it was supposed to hit, but I think it just fell so flat. And it was that Demi Moore's character says, you know, like I make all these things, these are my things, whatever. Like I'm the inspiration, I'm the artist, not whatever. And then Keke Palmer's like, you know what? Yeah, and then I take them, and they're our thing, or like we put our own spin on them. And I'm like, no, you don't. You just steal them and sell them. There's no. You don't put a spin on them. Like what?
Well,
what are you talking about?
No. But she does because she she takes the fabric as well, and she makes her own outfits, and then she stole her idea, right? Like that's a main through line of the story.
She just sells the outfits she steals.
Well, no, she did. She tried to sell her outfit at the show, and it was rejected, and then it was stolen from her.
She didn't
like
submit
that's
it.
what she said. Yeah, I guess not. But
there's a whole thing. Because she makes her own outfits, and they're cool, and those are her own things. But as far as like selling these things, she's literally selling a T-shirt or stealing a T-shirt and then just selling that. She doesn't put a Boosters logo. She doesn't do anything like that. So it's like that was a weird line to be like.
She does combine them in a way that's but she does combine them in a way that's interesting and stuff. Like they put like different colors and wigs on and stuff. But yeah, I feel like But no, I feel like the ending is going for the same sort of thing that the Lego movie is, right? Like we're all master builders, you know. Like, do you know what I mean? Like it's going for the same sort of thing, but it doesn't really sell it as well.
I think
yeah.
Doesn't really I still love it.
It's a small issue, I think.
Yeah,
compared to like a larger.
It's just a small line that doesn't hit. That was literally it.
Yeah. No, final thoughts. Are we ready?
Final thoughts.
Yeah, I'll start. I thought it was very entertaining. You know, I think he's continuing to develop as a director, and you know, I'm looking forward to what he does next. I understand like all the problems I have with the movie are really like budget limitations, and $20 million is not a lot of money for what he's trying to pull off, and I think they did a great job, and I think more people should see it, and I'll give it an 85.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, I had small problems with this movie. The biggest one's gonna be the sound mixing. That was a baffling choice. Again, I don't know how that gets through the editing floor. It's crazy. There's not pacing, but just the ending. I didn't care for the resolution of that one part, the unionizing part. But
right?
these are small things. Yeah, too simple. Yeah. The guillotine thing is genius. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
But as far as the movie goes, I love the way it looks. I love the soundtrack. It was so good. I love all the actors and actresses in this movie. They were all played fantastically. I'm not a huge fan of Keke Palmer, but I thought she was fantastic in this movie. I really liked her in this movie. Demi Moore was great. Yeah, this was a fun movie. I do prefer Sorry to Bother You. I think that's a tighter or well-rounded movie. But this movie was a lot of fun. It really makes me want to see what he's got going on next. And I don't know if you said it or Prag said it, but basically alluding to like no one makes movies like him. Like this movie cannot be made by anyone else but this man. So I thank him for it. I know he's watching. Thank you, Mr. Riley. I thank you. Yeah, it's a fantastic movie. Yeah, I'm a fan. I'm gonna watch his show. And I hope to see more of him in the future. Hopefully, he did make a tweet listing off all these movies that were bombs, like Citizen Kane, Wizard of Oz, like all these movies that are just bombs in the theatrical, but then it became like historically great movies.
Is that what he did?
I think they're releasing this. Yeah, yeah. I think they're releasing this movie in the fall internationally, so hopefully that makes some money back. Yeah, I just want to see more stuff from him. I think he's he's got a great vision. Yeah, so I'm gonna give it a 93.
Nice. I'm in the same boat. That's a couple of things I forgot to mention. Viggo Mortensen was the voice of the
narrator,
the German narrator. I thought that was interesting. But no, I love this movie as well. Again, I think I have the same issues as Time. Like I found the ending too simplistic, and I did notice the sound mix. I was gonna chalk it up to the copy that I downloaded. Like,
that's what I thought too. That's exactly the same thing.
Yeah, but then you mentioned it, and I was like, okay, then it's obviously
I switched copies too, multiple copies.
Oh, okay. I think it's partly, but is that why you were late?
Yeah.
Is that
I switched copies. I was freaking out. Yeah.
I think it is partly intentional though, because they make a point of like at the
that line
with Will Poulter. Yeah, I don't think it's just a line. It's like the whole scene. I think is like that's the point it's trying to make. But no, I think. But again, that scene is also like making fun of the absurdity of like modern culture. And but anyway, no, I love this movie. I thought it was really good. I think Boots Riley is like a one of a kind, and I'm so excited to see what he does next. No one makes movies like this, and I hope he keeps working. And I hope he doesn't go. I hope he doesn't like go up his own ass. Like that's what I'm worried about a little bit. With what you said with the tweet, I hope he doesn't like become a parody of himself. But this feels like, again, I think he's still like ironing out the kinks. It feels like his Rushmore to like Wes Anderson. Like yeah. Like where'd Prag go? The fuck?
He said it'd be right back.
Oh, okay. I missed that. But no, I love this. I can't wait for more. I'm going to give this a 90 out of 100. Yeah, and I hope you watch I'm a Virgo now.
Yeah.
Because that show's fantastic.
I was like, what is that? And I looked up the synopsis of it. The first line explains what this person is in the show, and I'm like, okay. That's crazy. I'm in. I'm fucking in.
Yeah, like Cara Young. So Cara Young, who plays the lady on the news who's crying all the time in this movie. Yeah. She's like one of the main characters in I'm a Virgo, and she's fucking fantastic. I love her so much, and her character in that show. What's his name's also in it?
Walton Goggins. I saw
Walton Goggins is in it. He plays like a superhero caricature, and it's very funny. It's so good. Yeah. I loved it. I hope we see more. I guess while we wait for Time to come back, what have you been? Peeping?
Already back.
Sorry, not Time.
Prague. Yeah.
Prague. I meant you guys are interchangeable to me. You like I don't see race, so you guys just look like blobs to me on the screen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Been watching. I finished Widow's Bay. I know I said that last time. I finished Widow's Bay. A fantastic show.
He's back.
The World Cup is going on. Mexico's in the next round, playing England on Sunday. I'm very excited for that. I'm gonna cry if it doesn't go our way, but I'm very, very, it was very good. I watched the last round, Mexico and Ecuador, with Prague and Ram and Flame, and then Lance showed up too, so that was very fun. That was a very fun night, a very fun watch party. Lance didn't have. I'm pretty sure he was like working or something because he didn't have the game on at all. He was just there for the vibes.
What time was
that? It was fun. It was last Tuesday, I think, like 6 or
6 o'clock Pacific or so.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of fun.
And then tonight we're gonna have. They're all waiting in the Discord now for us. Time.
Mecca Chimilling,
Lance, and JC, you're invited.
Hell yeah! Why didn't you guys let me know? Why didn't you let me know that you were doing this?
Just did.
Because you always say no and you never show up to anything. And so we stop asking because after the 30th time, it's like he doesn't want to be there. Next question.
I haven't been asked to join anything in like
because you say you don't go show up anywhere and you don't do anything. So how the fuck am I going to ask you? Jason, when's the last time you showed up for something?
I'll show up.
Jason, you can see us in Discord too. Like if you see a bunch of us in the Discord, you're always welcome to drop. You can't see people in the Discords?
Well, it doesn't like
Lance's Discord and mine.
Discord, like
mine does for some reason.
Yeah, mine doesn't.
Yeah, mine does.
Okay, we'll do a better job of inviting you. How about that? It's time.
And I'm going to be more free. I'm going to be more free soon after I get my new hours, which start on the 13th. Free Dockers. Frio.
Oh,
The free Dockers. What? What are you talking
I
about?
thought that's a team you watched. The
Fremantle.
Free Dockers? I don't know.
The
Fremantle.
Frio, the Fremantle
Fremantle.
Dockers. Frio.
Fremantle
Yeah.
dickheads.
Okay.
Yeah, Fremantle Dockers.
Okay.
The
Well,
Dockers.
top of the ladder still the 15 game streak. 15 game
Did
streak.
it.
It's
That's
it's a club record. I've been I've been playing Alan Wake still. Alan Wake 2.
Zach says, "Go Geelong Cats." Does that resonate with you?
Geelong. It's Geelong.
Geelong.
Fucking Geelong.
I took a
Geelong.
stab
No,
at
no
that.
one likes Geelong. No one likes Geelong.
Oh my god.
But what was I going to say? Alan Wake 2 I'm really enjoying it. My big issue with the game is the combat. I think the combat mechanics are very clunky. Very, very clunky. What are you showing, Kenny? Kenny, you bastard.
I just saw Zach said a shirt check. I don't know if Zach
Shirt check.
knows Kenny Omega, one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. He's
Mine
a
says
Canadian.
Mochizuki
Canada man.
Jr., Ramen, and Izakaya. Yeah. Anyway,
My collar's popped.
all of the puzzle elements of Alan Wake are so much fun. I love and just the weirdness of the game. Like, it has some of the most bizarre sequences I've ever played in a game. Just so weird that the combat for me is it's basically you get a flashlight and like weapons, and you don't run very fast. Like, you run quite slow, so it's very hard to evade. Like when you're getting shot at, or when you're having. And it doesn't feel fair, and you get one dodge mechanic, and basically you just have to time the dodge perfectly, and that's it. And I feel like they could have done a better job with the combat, but everything else is so much fun. I love the way the story is playing out. I love the two different stories playing at the same time, and playing Alan Wake and Saga. They have different ways that you interact with the environment. I think it's very interesting. It's very fun. I just don't like the combat. I wish they could have done a better job with the combat, but yeah, I'm enjoying it.
Okay.
What have you been watching, Prag?
World Cup. We
Hell
watched
yeah.
the World Cup all day. We watch party. If you guys want to watch the World Cup, I'm there watching it, and you can be there.
Awesome.
And you can experience the other amenities I have on Good Morning Donut as well. It's very spectacular. It's the #1 morning show in the world.
Awesome. I think that's good.
Thank you.
What are we watching next? Brave the Cinema, Prag?
Tomorrow.
Well, tomorrow.
Brave Cinema?
Well,
My
yeah.
God.
So, tomorrow we're watching The Social Network. We're talking about The
I
Social
didn't know.
Network.
I'll have the pick for Brave the Cinema tomorrow because I did
Okay.
not.
You asked last week. Okay.
There's a lot of shit happening, JC.
Fair
know,
enough.
it's like,
Fair enough.
but I think you can make 24 hours. I know we have a lot of people in there want to watch the movie, and so we'll have it for them tomorrow.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm sorry to ruin the surprise.
That's okay. That's okay.
I don't want to pick a mad movie just to pick it. I have to look and see what's out right now. I want
So
to
what's the
Absolutely.
social net worth? Got it.
Network.
Yeah.
Net worth. Yeah. The prequel to the upcoming The Social Reckoning.
Stupid
stuff.
name. The stupid fucking
Social
name.
Such a terrible
Garfielding.
name.
Stupid name.
I hope the movie's good. Like, I'm fingers crossing that the movie's good,
I don't know.
because
It won't
I don't
be.
know, man. I don't know, man.
I'm hoping that Aaron Sorkin's writing pulls through, but we'll see. We'll see.
I think Jeremy Strong's gonna kill it. That's all I know.
I love Jeremy Strong. I think he's going to nail it, but we'll see. But no, I'm looking forward to talk about. It'll be our first Fincher film as well, won't it? It'll be the first time we're talking about David Fincher, I believe.
True. That's true.
Yeah, so that'll be exciting. I'm looking forward to talking about it. Yeah,
Okay.
because the movie
I'll
means
tell
a
you all
lot to
about
me.
the movie, and then who has the next pick for the
Anders,
Anders?
Anders,
Does anyone?
Anders.
Okay.
friend of the show.
And we don't know what that movie is yet.
Not yet. We'll find out tomorrow.
Okay. Exciting tomorrow. See, you have to give them something to come back for, JC. If I just told them what the movie was, they wouldn't come back. Now they're going to be here. They're all going to be like, "Oh my god!"
Oh yeah,
and they're going to be lobbying me, like, "Say, Prag, you should pick this movie and this movie."
Zach's
And
gonna
they're
be
gonna
like,
get
"What's
it
the
for
movie? Damn it, tell me now."
The next fun thing we're going to do is we're going to play a video game as a
Mecha
family,
Mecha Chameleon.
right?
Mecha Chameleon.
In my Discord. I bet Lance is going to stream this. Somebody's going to stream it. You know that.
Jade's
time.
streaming it right now.
Jade will stream it. Okay, perfect. So, all right.
Hell
So,
yeah.
are
Hell
we
yeah.
ready to
Yep.
I'm
disembark?
ready. This has been
Stream it.
Goodbye, everybody. Thank you for having us. Bye.
been
Happy
fun.
Independence Day. Happy birthday, America. USA wins the World Cup. Pussy.
Nope.
Yeah. Cooked.
I
Don't
can't
move to
say Australia
Mexico.
because